One day, I need to figure out how to do these transitions a bit better. Yeah. I know you can hotkey them, but I just haven't worked out what keys to use. And where is it? There we go. Bye ads. Hail. Yes, hello Raven. Hello Becky. Hello Mother Trucker. Hello. Wait, there's Raven again. Hi Raven twice. Hello Mother Trucker. Hello Becky. If I say hello more times, it sounds like there's a big audience. Yeah. Let's do more Superliminal. This was gifted by Tiger Lily or Becky in chat there. So far so good. Silly perspective type game. Very interesting how it actually works. But it did have a small horror turn for like a level. I don't know how long this game actually is. But yeah, that small horror turn was not enjoyable. I thought it was going to be the rest of the game. I thought it sucked you in with like cutesy sort of slight puzzles, and then it was just like, haha, horror game, which I would 100% assume Becky would do. 5-6 hours? Okay, we've done like 2 and a bit, I think, and I moved very slowly before, so, and we got stuck once, which I had to ask a few hints about. The perspective stuff's fine. Like, I think having a dyslexic brain is quite good for it, but the bit we got stuck on was more the mechanics didn't. It was a new mechanic, technically. Yeah. Anyway, let's just continue. I know there's technically a story going on, but I can't quite figure out. We're in some sort of sleep therapy place, I guess. But we keep getting into deeper and deeper dreams. Like, oh, the doors across the way is open. And we keep going down lifts. Lifts means we're going to the next layer of dreams. Shh. Shh. And yeah, so I can't remember how many lifts we've been down now, but after each lift you then sort of wake up in your room again, and things are slightly different. You can speed run through the game in 2.5, but if you want to investigate, it's usually about 5 to 6. Okay. Yeah, there's been about 2 or 3 circumstances where we've gone one way and I think there was a choice, or I didn't fully investigate somewhere else because you couldn't get back again. Okay, so this is a different shape now, because usually that cage was on our right. Are we still in? Oh, we're in room D. We were in room F before. Relaxation room is trying to bait us. Seat E. Yeah, there's our old room. And that would go down to the reception, but what does it all mean, Stanley? Stanley went to the relaxation room. Is blue a relaxing colour? I suppose red is technically an anxiety, but I like a deep red orange to be like more like a sunset. Yes, reminiscence of Stanley. In fact, if I was a smarter man with a bigger vocabulary, I would have narrated everything as a Stanley Parable from the start. About us. I can't read that. Can't zoom in either. Hello, Soul. Oh, it's just about to message me to do some Helldivers. Well, we might do some Helldivers after this. After this lovely relaxation room with this fast food cup, rather than a nice proper... Okay. Stanley watched the screen in the relaxation room. Oh, that's not very relaxing. That would really annoy me, in fact. And I think that's the point. Is that at the same time every time? Can't tell. That's really annoying. I'm sure there's all sorts of hidden things you could do. Oh well. Stanley got bored of the relaxation room and moved on. He found a message from Dr. I can't remember what's his face.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. This is a notification that you have reappeared on our monitoring system after a prolonged absence. Please continue to do whatever you did most recently, and discontinue whatever you were doing immediately prior to that.
Don't know where you draw the line there. Stanley wanted to get into the cupboard, but Stanley could not. Stanley found himself back at his old room. This all seems similar. Done that every single time, I think. Ooh. Well, that was dangerous. But there's nowhere else to go, and it is a dream, so I think we'll be okay. 360? A house we can go in. No. There's something underneath. Oh, fragile. Whoops. Oh, I broke it. Maybe a little too big. Just check everything else first. Yes, how's everyone's... What day is it? Sunday. You can tell I haven't worked in a little while. Luckily, I do have a job coming up, not next week, the week after. Thank God. And it's at least a couple of days. I think I've made this hard for myself. We might have to go back. Yeah, we can get that. I feel a bit short though, but that is fine. Oh, okay. I'd love to see what the developers would see. Like from a third-person perspective of, or top-down. I guess we're going in here. Once we get the scale right. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, we made it. This game. Oh, by the way, there was a epilepsy warning at the start. Epilepsy? Yeah. Warning at the start. So I forget to tell you. I'm going to take you with. Okay. Why is it making me go slowly there? My movement changes ever so slightly. You stay there.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce.
Hi, Doctor.
In addition to continuing and discontinuing as mentioned earlier, please also disregard any unsettling experiences that you may have recently had. Everything should have now reverted to being soothing and therapeutic. If this is not the case, you may be receiving this message in error.
Does that mean we're going back to spoopy time? I mean, the flashing lights kind of... Don't like it already. Cloudins. Oh, this is the same one we saw before. Don't know if they change, but... Don't jump at me. Okay, thank you. Not sure that's how that works, to be honest, but... Let's go. Oh. So starts the eeriness. Oh, it's a Jenga tower. Cool. What's that sound? Oh, it's the fan. Okay, so we could blow the Jenga tower over. Yeah, because we can't pick up bits of the Jenga tower. We can pick up the fan. So we need a giant fan to blow over this thing, I imagine. So, this reminds me of one of the best training levels in a game I've seen. Was in the Minority Report game. And it was trying to teach you the hand-to-hand combat part. And all it was a sort of a room about, I don't know, the size of this red rug. And in the middle was just a large pane of glass. Sort of, you know, about a person's height and like, you know, a long rectangle kind of thing. But you can walk around it and everything. And it was trying to teach you throws. And all you did was have this invincible security guard in the room with it, and you would just play with that and just throw him through the glass and all sorts. We spent hours in just the training session the training level. I don't think I ever saw the actual main game. We just spent ages just throwing this poor guy through glass again and again and again. It was just so satisfying at the time. I might have to look that up later to see if that it's how I remember. Right, anyway. Thank you. Boing. Interesting landing. Okay. I need to get smaller. How does one get smaller? How do I get smaller without being in a room that does it? Or do I need to make the door bigger? Can't touch the door. Can't touch any of these. So, do I pick up this thing? That doesn't get picked up. Is that even a door I'm supposed to get through? I assume so, just because of the carpet and everything and how it's presented. Let's investigate further with this. The sound effect seems to have broken. Doesn't think it really likes being in here. Oh. Okay, I didn't see the hand on that one before. Do I have to break the window or something? Ooh. I wouldn't be surprised if we have to climb through a keyhole at some point. Ah, okay. Doesn't even have glass in. Oh, that was useful for us, so I think we made ourselves the correct height immediately. I suppose speedrunners would have to take that into account. Gold.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce.
Hi, Doctor.
And I'd like to read you my favorite inspirational quote by me. The worst thing you can do is focus on negativity. It won't spare you from the cage of death, the pain of disease, the cruelty of time, the cold shell of human nature, or the eventual loss of everything you've ever held dear. Whatever you do, don't focus on that.
So concise. Thank you, Doctor. I assume this is going to turn into like a loop. Oh no, it's different. Yeah. Bounce castle. Oh, this is a bit too relevant to what I'm doing at the minute. Though I don't even think that's 10 meters up there from the pool side. I kind of want to jump off it though. How can I get up there? Yeah, so assuming the pool would be filled up to the top here. How would one get to the top? Well, I guess that's not for now then. There's probably an achievement or something for it. Do a flip. Yep. Oh. Oh, that's where I came in. So get on the side here, and then make that bigger. Close enough. Nope. Too much. Perfect. Itty bitty. Okay. Danger, danger. Our voltage. Oh, alright. Still using the same. Why am I too big to get through there? Unless I'm supposed to set it up there to then do something else. And I can't see the bugger, so if that was the case, I've ruined it. There is a quick way to get between both places, which means that's probably meant for adjustments. Oh, okay, so I need to make it giant and facing the other way so I can then just walk back through and... Okay, I get you, I get you. Oh, so now I'm tiny. Hmm. Right, I need to do this somewhere where I can see it from up there. Oh, too much. So yeah, I need to grab you. I need to put you on the thing. I'll turn you round. Ta-da! I'm a little bit small though. Ah, but it's also the right size for that.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce.
Hi,
And
Doctor.
I'd like to thank you for triggering every single one of our 823 emergency protocols. This will assist us greatly in improving the system for future patients. Congratulations. Anyway, you're now headed in the right direction, and we should be able to initiate the emergency exit protocol shortly.
So upbeat is Dr. What's his face? Carter? No, that's Stargate. I'm sure it just came out of this one. Ah, they're double. Okay, it's basically a size transformer. Why is there a light here? What's that for? Oh, that's for that up there. So... oh, it's a keyhole. I'm in a box. Living in a box. Right, so if I make myself giant, by making that giant, I can then place the small one on the shelf. Bigger. And I should be able to place this one out here somewhere. There we go. Oh my god. Do you need to come with? You can come with. Same with you. Just in case I need you. Ah. Yeah, if we go in this one, we'll get bigger still. Oh no. I stayed the same size. Oh. Farewell. Hope I don't need you. I can use that as a teleport again to get over. Oh no, I can just bring it to me. Oh shit. There's probably loads more to this room. But I really can't be able to walk across there. Sorry, this game isn't the best for streaming, I don't think, because most people put streams on in the background. And this is very, very visual. And I can't really be like, oh wow, a giant room with a chair across the way with a little house on it. What should I do? Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably not the best one to stream. Unless you're actually watching, I guess. And not like busy doing other things. Oh, what's this? Function override, overloading volume of a cube. This is 5-6 streams is the absolute limit. I don't actually know how many dreams we've done. Made yourself a spicy chicken soup. Nice. Cool. Meeting for cardboard lovers and associating with them. I wonder which developer's cat that was. Here we are again. God knows how many dreams we've done now. 3 a.m. We've gone back in time, or we're on the next day. Because the last we saw, it was 7 a.m. And we've done 5, 6, 7 a.m. So now it's gone to 3 a.m. Maybe we're going back up again? No reception this time, just straight into the back rooms, I suppose.
Emergency exit protocol initiated. Please prepare to conclude your Somnasculpt experience in 10, 9, 8. Error.
Oh.
Error logged by.
Orientation protocol.
Stand by for analysis.
At least they're trying. I imagine this evening we'll have what we normally have, which is like roasty veggies and not again. Roasty veggies and chicken.
Error analysis complete. You are exhibiting signs consistent with an increase in fear, hopelessness, and frustration. This is inconceivable, as Somnasculpt therapy is proven to correlate with a decrease in these emotions.
One of the best chicken stews I had was tried to do a sponsored walk between San Francisco and LA during doing the Route 1 coastal road, I suppose it was called. I can't quite remember if that's how it was known, but pretty sure it was Route 1. The idiot who planned it didn't actually take into account that we need to actually stop and live. It was just get up, start walking, stop walking, go to sleep. Even then, like, he hadn't even taken into account like meals or you're coming with me for sure. Oh no, you're not, apparently. Things like that. And we were on like our third day, and we were getting so behind that we had to basically walk into the night. And the next place that we had to stop was just too far away. We were exhausted, basically carrying everything on our backs.
Hypothesis. Patient was improperly oriented. Conclusion. Impossible. Reformulating.
No. Let me that was the AI saying, let me rethink that. Yeah, and this was like before probably like Google Maps as well and things, so like there was some digital navigation, but it wasn't great. And we saw like a road heading to a lighthouse, and we're like, fuck it, we'll just try it. We got to the crossroads where you turned off for this lighthouse. It was the only structure that we could see, which, I mean, it's a lighthouse. That's the whole design of a lighthouse, is that you can see it. And it turned out it was not an Airbnb, it was a hostel. And we're like, thank the Lord. So we walked down this little dirt path towards the cliffs and things. And at the base of this lighthouse, there was some like wooden hut chalet type things. And we knocked on the door. It was kind of late, but not like desperately late that we were really inconveniencing someone. It was probably like 10 o'clock, I suppose. We hadn't stopped moving since like
Improved
6 o'clock that morning.
Patient requires additional Somnasculpt therapy. Conclusion. Emergency exit protocol cannot proceed. Emergency exit protocol has been emergency destroyed.
Okay. And we were greeted by this proper, like, hippie woo-woo, like, bandana wearing, slight dreaded hair, older lady called Sparrow. And she couldn't help us enough. She was like, "Oh, guys, come in, stay here. You can give us a little donation, but like, oh, hi, Fagger. Um, here's like, usually people buy their bedding or like rent the bedding if they haven't got their own. But here, have all these pillows and stuff like that. There's a hot tub at the end of the cliff. Here's some towels and stuff. Go get yourselves all nice and cozy in there. Uh, uh, I've got some food for you." And she brought out this like chicken stew thing, very American chicken stew, should I call it? And like big old lumps of chicken in a.
Instruction: continue with Somnasculpt therapy indefinitely on an independent basis, as all orientation resources have been exhausted. This concludes your standard orientation protocol. Goodbye.
Oh, 3 a.m. again. Doors shut. Let me shut this off and I could finish my story. But oh, has that done that every time? I've noticed. But yeah, so we ate this chicken stew soup thing, broth thing, while soaking in a hot tub on a cliff with the clear blue sky, well, clear starlit sky above us. After walking for, I don't know, can't remember how many miles a day we were doing, but it was since 6 that morning or something like that. And it was the tastiest chicken broth stew thing I've ever had, but I don't know if that's just because of the circumstances at the time. It was probably quite basic, but my god, we needed it, so. Okay, where are we again? We're back in F. Okay. We ended up not really walking the whole way. We did about, well, I did 100 miles of the planned hike. We had to rent a car in the end because the guy's plan was so rubbish. And there were some points where I was getting very grated with them. Huh? Hmm. Still in room F. Yeah, I was getting so grated with them. I was like, hey, going back to our plan, because we still had to stop at the same places that we had booked. So what takes a day to walk takes like 15-20 minutes in a car. So we were doing these small jumps in cars and just staying in all these different national park. Yeah, all these little national parks. So there were some days I was like, hey, on the shorter jaunts, I was like, I'm going to just walk this on my own. I'll meet you guys at the next camp. And they would drive ahead with the car and I would walk it on my own. Um, oh. Oh, hmm. Well, that's disorientating, to say the least. But yeah, actually, walking on my own was actually quite nice. We were always scared of like mountain lions because they were technically rumored to be everywhere we were walking, and not many Americans actually walk places. So whenever we told anyone what we were doing, they were all flabbergasted. There were some really. This looks like a crowd holding for extras at work, except they've got backs to their chairs rather than stupid benches. No, you can wait. I'm gonna look around. So just looking at chat as well. While it's just a chicken thigh, bite-sized pieces, garlics. Added a budget curry spice mix. Dirt simple, and Pat Ganka showed up. That's what we're doing. We're good, Ganka. How are you? There we go. Hot meal is good. Is this the Wish Team the Shining? Don't know what you're on about, Ganka. Do you go passive aggressive when angry? I can't see you angry shouting at someone. So not much angers me, but when I do go, like that's it, you're done kind of thing. Like and yes, again, I'm not angry. I'll just be like, well, I'm just not going to interact with you anymore. Unless there's injustice on other people, in which case I do get a bit more feisty and start like, I'm basically like a rebel leader at that point. Not that that happens much, but right. But yeah, I don't get angry much. But the people I was walking with, one of them was a housemate of mine at the time. Actually, I think at that point both of them were. But he was very much, he had like, you know, bratty only child syndrome. And he always thought things were hard for him, even though they really weren't. The kind of person that would do a practical joke, which was overboard, and then if you retaliated in any sort of means, he would then... let's do it then. Why is there music now? Like, sensitive music. Don't get all eerie on me again. It takes a lot to piss me off, but when you feel that meter, I know that I like to play jokes and not receive. Yeah. Like, he always wanted the whole sort of, like, you know, I suppose like the jackass type thing where you're always pulling jokes on each other and it's a laugh and then you move on and then someone else will get you another time and so on, but he just couldn't ever receive it. So, okay. Well, what's happening here? Is this place getting smaller, or is something happening? Sorry, I started talking so much I kind of lost track of what was going on. Walking into that wall doesn't work. I feel like it's trying to say, hey, we've taught you all the things now, and now you need to figure out what you're doing. I don't see any... Sorry, I'm waving my mouse around a lot. No silly fourth wall stuff. Nope. What is going on? Usually you get a little hand icon on the mouse when there's something you can interact with, so... me and practical jokes go about as well together as sodium metal with water. I guess that's quite reactive. I'm not sure I've ever seen that reaction myself, but... I'm always up for a joke, but at times there are limits. Yes, of course. I fear because of like YouTube and all that kind of things, like, you know, the prank channels and stuff, that people don't actually know. Like, it's quite obvious that people don't know what a prank is. They're just being horrible. A prank is something that even the person receiving it should be able to laugh at. Saying that, my toxic trait is that I've always wanted to go to a chippy with people when you're really hungry and wait for that person to come out with their big bag of chips. And just before they take their first bite, just slap it from underneath, let them like firework them up into the air. I would find that hilarious, but I also don't like wasting food, so it's kind of contradictory. I would also, if I ever did do it, immediately would have already bought a replacement for them. So, yeah, that's the most toxic I could ever get, and that is more for my enjoyment than anyone else. What am I supposed to be doing? There's tiny little grates up there, but I've got nothing to interact with. I've been talking so much, I've kind of lost track. Yeah, do it in place with seagulls, and then everyone wins. Well. What's this music remind me of as well? Reason why I've always quiet with new people to know whether they will take well to my humour. Otherwise I'll behave myself. Fair enough. Most of us that watch Twitch and are in these circles are, I would say, introverts. So we're all sort of slightly cut off the same cloth anyway. Oh, did I miss that one before? I kept clicking everything, so... Okay, there we go. I'm sure it needs to be a bit bigger first. There we go. Oh, big bit of steel. Oh. I made it so big I can't get past the skating board. Oh, well, that'll do. Don't like the sinister music. It's a bit Blade Runner-y, I suppose.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce.
Hi, Dr. Glenn Pierce.
Thank you for completing the Somnosculpt Standard Orientation Protocol. Before you begin the first phase of therapy, I'd like to briefly describe the finite and fragile nature of the dream state.
Are they trying to... Are they trying to give me the training now to say they did it because they weren't sure I did it in the first place? Just to tick a box. Yeah, it was interesting meeting... Oh, well, are we in a circle? We are in a circle, aren't we? We'll go around one more time. No, we're not. Okay. Trust the process. That's fairly ominous. I can't interact with that yet. Whoa! Aha! Knew there'd be something somewhere. They've already taught me about this once. Cheese! Is that like this game's version of the cake is a lie? Don't know really what to make of it though. There's nothing we can do with this. Okay, it's just people watching in the dark corners. But again, this is my dream, so... Painting? I think of myself as a chameleon. I adapt to the... Wait, chameleon. To people I'm with and change my behavior to match theirs. Yeah, I did that as a, shy person just to... What is this seam? This seam means something. Eh. Does say follow the exit signs. Yeah, I did that to a certain extent. But then, as you get older, you're like, no, I just want to be me. And then you just hope that... Well, you don't hope. The people around you that... accept you for who you are the people that are worth staying around. The people that don't, not bothered. Don't worry, doesn't matter. Like, for example, not for example, but when I first started doing it was when I worked at Royal Mail, and that was very much a lads environment. And I was just a little, well, I'm quite a nerdy person, and they're all very pub and football related people. Mundane, or mundies. So me coming in with my various nerd hoodie or enjoyment of, movies and things like that, was odd to them. Except it wasn't odd to them because there was two guys that, after a while, and learning that I was into various movies and nerd culture, they would individually come up to me and be like, hey, this was around where the new Star Wars was coming out, and they'd be like, what do you think of the new trailer and stuff? And they wouldn't want anyone else to hear them. So I was their nerdy outlet. I think by the end of my 8 years at Royal Mail, those two guys had opened up a lot more, and they were even, by the time I'd left, they were like showing off their... one of them had bought the almanac from Back to the Future, and he'd framed it all nice and stuff like that. So they started opening up a lot more, which was nice. And these were guys back then that were in their, like... I was like still in my early 20s. They were in their like about like late 30s, early 40s. So about as old as I am now, I suppose. And yeah, they had only just got to the point where they could, talk about the things they wanted to talk about. Yeah, that was me not trying to fit in. Anyway, what are we actually supposed to be doing? I've kind of just been talking and clicking around. I feel like there's a door there. Do I just... okay, I just look into the orientation that I want to be in. Nope, that does not work. Unless I... Nope. Nope. Can I jump up? No. Oh, even that stopped working. Can't press on them. What is this seam? Ah! Jesus. There we go. That's what that seam is. Yep. God, this is very weird. Oh, wait. Wait, I want to press the thing. We pressed most of them. There we go. Okay. This one seems just like to move along to here. Ugh. Okay, I think ads have just started, but again, this is quite a visual game, so we'll keep going. Hands up if you're getting ads right now. Hands up if you're not getting ads right now, sorry. Well, and we're expecting to get ads because you're not subscribed.
Of course, nothing is more challenging than the difficulty of changing perspective, of fundamentally altering your perceptions in a way that will enable you to face dire, trial-by-fire scenarios with solutions that could not be found otherwise.
He didn't introduce himself that time. Walk into the darkness. Oh yeah, just walk up the wall. No ads not subscribed, but also used ad blocker. Okay, I didn't know there was one for Twitch. Yep. Like I thought that was like a spider. Oh. I've got YouTube sorted out for ad blocking. Where do I need to stand for you? Probably over here. Son of a bitch. It was a trap. Very clever. Spiral staircase. Where does that need to go? Oh. Oh, there's another trap. No! Why is it got all active? What's going on? I don't like this. I wonder if we can build our way out of here. Okay. We're not really supposed to be going down lifts. That's supposed to be dangerous for us, I think, but oh well. No advert this time. Oh. Did I just manage to pluck that from the other room? No, you can come with... Oh, no, I can't. Oh, well, it looks like Ganka's in the ads. I don't believe them in the slightest, because it said follow the fire exits. They just keep... Everyone feels sympathy for Fat Ganka, who is stuck in the adverts. Hello, Granny. When did you slip in? Welcome back, Fat Ganka. So, I've changed the ads recently because I'm a small channel. Apparently, the pre-roll ads when you just join a channel is a big killer of new people starting, because they'll pop in, they'll click on you, pop in, have a little glance, but it'll just be ads. So they'll be like, ah, fuck it, I'll just go somewhere else. So I've changed them to, so they now, for every hour, we need to do 3 minutes of ads. I've also then bulked them all together, so it's just 3 minutes in one go per hour. And I'm hoping that when we play more story-based games with a bit more dialogue and that kind of thing, where every time that comes up, so non-subscribers don't miss anything, we'll just do an actual ad break. I can actually go pee for once. That kind of thing, so no one misses out. But it does mean having a 3-minute block every now and again. If you guys start not liking that, we can change it, because I don't really care. I just hear that this is a better way of doing things at the minute. So we can call it P's, T's and E's, as in go get your P, go refresh your T, and if you're inclined to, like I am, move around and exercise in those 3 minutes. That way no one misses out. I don't get locked into nerd neck at a computer. Ooh. And technically I get more revenue from ads, even though it technically at the moment would benefit everyone. Look, that says to go that way. Perception is not reality. No trespassing. Stop. Dead end. Do I have to not look how to do it? So we're going to try that as our sort of standard for now. But if you guys want to exchange ad blockers and stuff like that, and which ones actually work, be my guest. One of the biggest guilts I had starting the affiliate scheme thing is that I was going to bring more ads into the world, because my god, I hate adverts. So another reason to get up and just move away from your computer is so no one has to see them. If I could conquer the world, it would only really to be take away ads from, like, most public spaces. There'd be only a finite area for advertising. You'd have to just make a good product, and word of mouth should spread it. None of this capitalism bullshit trying to shove us down our throats. I don't mind ads, but it's when the ads are like 3 minutes of ads for 5 minutes of video. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why it's just got silly. And now all the streaming services that we all pay for are now getting ads as well. So when will it stop? It's just dumb. Anyway, I should really be thinking about what I'm supposed to be doing rather than just clicking randomly and... The fire exit's pointing that way, and we were told to follow fire exits before. There's also no door over there for there to be a fire exit for. There is technically something behind this. Recycling cardboard only. They put a plastic bin in there. We can literally see everything. Can I parkour across this lot? Didn't let me jump. Let's try that again. That or we just keep doing repetition until it works. Okay. Okay. We did something correct and we did something wrong. Okay. So, is it that we just don't look at this trespassing sign? So, alright, we have to go around again. We looked at it that time, it was wrong. Damn it. We looked at it that time. Was that right? Why was that wrong? Okay, I need to slow down and actually think. Fire exit, pointing left. We go look left, go right? No. No trespassing, stop, dead end. Why was that right? Imagine we have to do it right so many times in a row. Do I have to go back on? I can't go back on myself because I can't jump, can I? What I hate most about ads is how irrelevant they can be. For example, I got an ad for all electric. Oh, a car. I'm going to buy an electric bloody car. Piss off. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't well, I mean, it does physically change, but Hall 1, Hall 2, Hall 3, Hall 3. I think that's the score. And we're back at Hall 1. Sure, it's something about where I'm looking. I mean, that's the whole thing about this game is perception. Can't tell what I'm doing. So it's left, right. Why was that right? Is it look the way of the sign regardless of its pointing? Exit or not? Like that? No. And it's not go and touch it, 'cause that doesn't seem to work. Nope, I'm out. Do we have to just remember? No, because... Well, the only differences have been... Well, that and we've been doing it correctly without inputting anything, so I don't think it's spot difference, because you'd have to tell the game that something's different. So... Let's see if the... Alright, let's see if it's the same every time. So it's Hall 1 to the left. Hall 2 to the... left. No. Hall 1 to the left. Nope. Okay, so that's where we are on this scale does not matter. Does the arrow always point to the thingy side? No, because now it's pointed to that exit as well. Okay. Has the arrow ever changed? Yes, the arrow immediately changed. Love that for us. So there's no correlation between which way the arrow's pointing to the hall. The halls don't have the same layout, so hall 2 isn't always on the right hand side exit. What is the correlation? What will annoy me more is if we do it accidentally. And then I just don't know what it was. I don't know if you can do it accidentally. Yeah, you can't go backwards. I just don't think you can. Cardboard recycling only. The clock is at... What time's that? Like 1/4 well, almost 9:30ish. That pinboard's the same. How to start it. Go in here. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we've seen that board before. Ball 1. It seems to know by the time we get to here. Cardboard recycling, blah blah blah. Clock's the same. It must be about where my camera's pointing. It must be. Does this change if I look back and forth? Do I have to go through the door backwards? Do I have to... No. Feels too random. I really don't want to succeed now because I don't know what I've done. Not perceiving the sign. Was it that if I just didn't look where I was going? Let's see if we can reset it. That's rule number 5 still. No, okay, I guess it got done and locked in. Well, if anyone wants to look that up, I think it's that we just, if we didn't perceive the... Well done? Yeah, I think it's if we didn't even look at this sign. But I couldn't tell you for sure. That was like a 70% guess. Well, this looks cool. Okay, we got a little dice. Or a big dice spending. Is this actually water? No. Where'd my dice go? Why is that there? Yeah, got a little smiley face on it. Ooh. I want to go see what that's about. Yeah, well, look again.
Finally, while we respect the unique progress of every patient, you must understand that it is possible to completely exhaust your supply of dreams, thereby entering a state in which you will not be able to wake up, even with the help of triggering mechanisms.
Right, okay. It's getting more and more foreboding. Okay, dance around these. Oh. Can't take a bottle in, can I? Because of the... I didn't do it. Unless I... Can I make it back to reality? Come back. You're still real. Okay. 17513. The music's a little offbeat, I think. Feels like we're trying to be a bit too rushed by the music. Ooh. Oh. I was supposed to hit that pipe, wasn't I? Oh well. Are these the rooms I've been in before? Can't quite make out this part. Hello? Okay. Oh, this is the lift. So the lift hasn't actually been helping us at all. The bedroom. Don't know why there's so many gas bottles around. Okay. Okay, this is getting a bit silly now. Okay, that's still the same. Oh my god. Perception is reality. Ah, hello. We could be here sometime. Oh no, apparently not. Apparently that is just literally the way to do it. Expecting something a bit more...
Please listen carefully for the sound of an alarm clock, which will automatically play if you are approaching a destabilizing dream weight.
Okay. Still 3 a.m. Oh, that was... my brain! Very clever, though. I feel like this game was made by someone who was really shit at like Blender or 3D animating, and he's just compiled all his glitches into situations and scenarios. Oh, there goes the door. I guess we'll go towards the only point of reference we have, which really is obviously a wall. And then predictably we'll move along the wall to find another wall. Was it? Okay. Yeah, so I'm actually creating a room technically. There we go. And, oh yeah, there you go. And it becomes a set. Do we have a shadow? No. First time we've seen a cooker. Oh, oh, oh. It's like that subreddit of people making interesting volume or slider buttons or loading bars. And they have to like play a mini game to turn up your volume and things like that.
This is highly unusual. It appears you have entered the Somnasculpt diagnostic framework. Patients do not have access to this dream.
Don't have access to this dream, so that implies that they're programming the dream and they can give you certain dreams. I can't remember if that was said at the start. Oh, I thought that was going to be the portal. Just look outside here first. Okay, I guess that wall is blocked because we're in the building I was just picking up.
Diagnostic warning. Unrealistic use of dream objects may result in dream integrity fail states.
Yeah, so that's the other side of that door, which is the back of this thing. Okay. What can I do with that? I could... Oh. Can I put it back on here? In the open car park so I can walk through and technically be in here? Yes. But what can I do in here? I suppose I could go into the other building. Nope. Come back later. Inquire within. Is that hinting that we need to be in this thing? Hmm. So anywhere else I could go? So that's basically a door that I can place.
Diagnostic warning. Paradox prevention protocols may not be fully implemented.
Paradox. So putting myself within. Oh, there you go. Paradox. We broke it.
Paradox from creating any refrains. Explosive dream overload may result. These paradox overload.
There. I think we're too smart for our own good.
Overload for dream explosion. Conclusion dream overcall frame.
Okay. We've made it into dream heaven. Never mind. I take that back. Oh, I thought that was a fool, but it's actually just a really shiny floor. No, it's not. It's not even a shiny floor. That's cool, though. That's very cool. Not next. Okay, well, we can pick up that one. If I can find it again if I lose that. There we go.
Hello.
My name is Dr. Glenn Pierce.
And many years ago, I had a dream. I found myself in a place where I understood that each of us begins as nothing, where everything I perceived was shaped by seeing it exactly the way I wanted to. White space.
Okay, that's a reception. This feels very endgamey. No, I mean, I don't mean like the movie. I mean like the game is about to end. Now it feels like Shadow Link is about to attack me. Or Dark Link. I can't. What's everyone's favourite Zelda game? I have to be a basic bitch and say Ocarina of Time. But that's nostalgia kicking in, I think. I think technically one of the best Zelda games is Wind Waker or Breath of the Wild. Ew, erase me. Yeah. That. God, this game just knows how to trap people, doesn't it? Like, it just can guide your vision really well. Why is there a seam there? That's not working very well. Are you about to fall over? Open up into a big empty space? Never played Zelda? Oh. It's a staple of gaming. Not an exit. Yes, an exit. That's close. And let me just go investigate. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. That's cool, though. I like that. I did this as a D&D puzzle once, where there was a door shape just in the middle of the room, like which would be this locker. And they basically had to light it to make the doorway. Just like that. It's quite hard to get across in a imaginary space, but we go forward foot. No. But I did manage to pull it off, and that was good. Do I just keep walking up it? Oh. That's the first time in this game they've had to just sort of put invisible wall, if you know what I mean. Like a more blatant, like, no, actually don't go this way. That's a shame. You would have thought they found a more interesting way around that. Not my worst D&D door, no. My worst D&D door was very early on in the D&D playing of a lot of players. A lot of my players. If it's the door that I think you're thinking of. So there's another puzzle where you have a door and you have the password written above it, but the door becomes like a sentient being, and you have to get it to say the password. I'm just trying to mess with this now. Sponsored by Windows. Must be all sorts of things hidden in this game. Oh, yeah, come. It's a bit of a tell when you can, when the icon becomes a hand. So a lot of these puzzles are actually just foiled by the fact that the icon will just turn up.
But in white space, I also faced the greatest challenge I could imagine. Because with a lifetime of life itself behind me, and all of the weight that it carried, I realized that seeing things the way I wanted to was not as easy as it used to be.
Doesn't sound that old. These are all the spaces that we saw through the windows of the corridors earlier. Let's go do the thing it wants me to do, which is flick the switch. Oh. Aha. I mean, they're very good imagination. The amount of times it's done that to me. Very well imagined spaces as well. I'll give them that. It's quite creative. But I think there's something a bit lacking in this game at the minute. I don't know what it is. Oh, I don't know, maybe apart from the 2 hiccups we've had, maybe the puzzles are a little bit easier for me? I don't know. The rest of the time we seem to just be walking. Okay. Saying that, I think I'm about to be humbled by being in this space. Okay. Ah. We fell through there, didn't we? Okay, the different colours must be here for a reason. 2 red. Oh. Oh, we'll just go outside. Huh. There we go. We go fall through this floor as well. Nope.
You're well beyond dreaming now, and further out than anyone has ever come back from. But we hope that you won't get discouraged. After all, if this is a place of pure perspective, isn't it also a place where a different point of view could make anything possible? Isn't that why you came here?
Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what these are about. They seem to be in quietly hidden spaces, so they might just be achievement-based things. Why are you different? Oh, it's a badly rendered chess piece. Does it let me keep going? Oh, it does. Excuse me. To what purpose, though? I guess we'll walk through the door it's pointing us at. Okay. I think I'm being clever looking around and stuff, but... Oh, hello. Superliminal. Okay. Just like some weird credits. Am I just... Okay, it's not like a hold. Yeah, okay, it's done again. Do I even need these? Okay. Do I fall off at the edge here? Yes. Okay. Do I need these to tell me that they're solid? Is that what it is? Yeah. These are reassurance that the floor is solid. I'm not sure I can pick them up while I'm on them though. Yeah, no. Yeah, the ground's not the ground unless there's something on it. Obviously. Schrodinger's ground, I suppose. There's a ledge there. Yeah, you're a fake door. Yeah, again, I still maintain this is not the best game to stream. I'm going to need something else to get up there, or I'm going to need the door to come down here. What? If I place this through here, does that become real? Yes. And you get some cheese, Gromit. Oh. Yeah, Okay. I assume I'm going to fall through these again. But maybe I'm supposed to. Well, this could go on forever. So... oh, there we go. Ugh, this is trippy. Oh, watch your eyes, chaps. This is a... can get a bit messy. That's just someone showing off their... What time is that? I didn't see. $7:59 AM. What kind of monster puts their clock on a minute before a round number? Right. 8. We're back here. Becky, are you still there?
Hello.
Oh.
My name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and by now you may have realized that all of this has happened exactly the way it was supposed to. You see, everyone who comes to the Institute does so because they feel that they are no longer in control of something important to them. But more often than not, the problem is not that the problems we face can't be solved. The problem is that we become so afraid of failure that we refuse to see our problems from a new perspective. And so, we do the same things again and again and again. And therein, of course, we find exactly the failure we were looking for.
Is this the end? Well,
your life will always be a struggle, and you will always have problems. But today, you have the chance to see things differently. Even though it meant facing obstacles that seemed impossible at first, you thought outside the box, and you overcame them. Because you saw things from every angle, you understood them for what they really were. Because you kept moving forward, no matter how far off the path you were told you were headed, or how unexpected it became, you found your way.
I guess this is the end.
In a few minutes, you'll be back in the real world. And some part of you will say that none of this was real. So how could it have really meant anything? But just like the power of perspective itself, it will have been as real as you believed it to be. All you've got to do is wait up.
Oh, there we go. That's lucky. I was about to stop the stream out after the when we got back to the bedroom, but that would have been embarrassing for the next stream, just to do the credits, basically. Right, okay. I think I was expecting a bit more. It is a deep ending, nice message and everything. It does feel like a glorified tech demo. Don't get me wrong, it's still like fun and interesting to play, but I think after Stanley Parables and Outer Wilds messaging and things like that. After Stanley Parables gameplay and Outer Wilds messaging, this one seems a bit lacking in comparison. So it's yeah, it just ended up feeling like a really in-depth tech demo. But still entertaining nonetheless. Again, not the best to stream with, because most people don't actually watch streams, they listen to streams. And glance up every now and again. We only really got stuck twice. And someone needs to look up what we actually did in that corridor then. I think it was the whole fire exit thing. You enjoyed it? That's good then. That's fine. With the music towards the end, it kind of sounded like guided meditation. I think that was kind of the point. Also, you know, pushing the message at the end. Oh, and ads are about to start in 2 minutes, so I guess we'll just call it there then. If you'd indulge me in a little raid of the old Dinkelbean. I think he's playing. Yeah, let's bring that back to. Hold the wrong. I think he's playing Enlisted. I saw him loading up. Yeah. Ah, Becky wasn't here because they're streaming themselves. Okay. Well, where do we want to go? Do we want to go see Enlisted, as in World War II shooties, or do we want to go see live played, well, D&D? What do people want to see? I think after Portal and Stanley Parables, we're automatically distrusting of the disembodied voice narrators. Yes. D&D, baby. Okay, cool. We'll do that then. Right. Not sure what's next. In streaming world, I think we'll try and get Indiana Jones running, but right. Cool. So I'll catch you guys on maybe tomorrow, depending on what's going on. And we'll see what we're doing. Right. Catch you later, chaps. Love and peace. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated.